Hey everybody, welcome to your channel CABA Infoventry. This is Brajesh here. My dear friends, government is attempting to make the tax system seamless, painless and faceless. In last few years, basic exemption limit has been enhanced, tax slabs have been widened and tax rate have been reduced drastically. PM Modi said on the occasion of launching of transparent taxation honoring the honest platform on 13th August 2020. People paying taxes in this country are too less. While filing income tax returns has increased by about 2.5 crore in the last 6-7 years, only 1.5 crore people pay taxes in the country of 130 crores. After this comment of PM Modi, the Ministry of Finance immediately proposed the measures for widening the taxpayers' base by proposing reporting of various expenses incurred by individuals to Income Tax Department. Keep watching this video till end to take the full benefit of this issue. Now, the government has placed its third eye for widening the tax base and deepening the taxpayer's pocket. Flow of voluminous data, artificial intelligence, interlinking of various agencies, system-driven working is all set to change the tax administration pattern in the country. New measures taken by the government will bring several transactions under income tax scanner. Government said that no taxpayer should be left behind in the drive to ensure better compliance and transparency. With recent initiative by the government, income tax की चोरी करना अब मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन होगा. If you go through Form 26AS, then in its Part E, you will find details of the SFT transactions, that is, specified financial transactions. Up till now, only your large value items of specified financial transactions were shown here. What are all transactions which were covered under SFT up till now have been discussed by me in my earlier video, the link of which is given here. You may watch that video to understand in detail that on what all items Income Tax Department was closely tracking and keeping an eye and were reported to Income Tax Department under specified financial transactions. Now, Income Tax Department has proposed to track certain other expenses also, like your hotel bills, like the payment of the life insurance premium, the payment of a school fee for your children. Did you spend over rupees 20,000 on a hotel stay or took a domestic or business class flight? You could well come under the income tax scanner, as the government plans to widen the list of reportable financial transactions to plug tax evasion and widen the tax base. The government proposes to include payment of over rupees 50,000 on your life insurance, health insurance premium payment of over rupees 20,000, foreign travel, donations and payment of a school or college fee of over rupees 1 lakh in a year in the list of specified financial transactions. Other transactions proposed to be included are purchase of white goods like fridge, AC, washing machine, then jewelry and paintings over rupees 1 lakh and demat accounts and bank lockers. These could get you under the income tax scanner. According to proposed measure to widen the tax base, reporting of these transactions will help greater monitoring by the Income Tax Department, especially through the use of technology like artificial intelligence and machine learning. Once the notification is issued by the Income Tax Department, which has so far not been issued, the financial institutions and other firms may have to report your above transactions to Income Tax Department. The Income Tax will then mine this data to identify people who are making large purchases or incurring various expenses but are either not paying income tax at all or are not filing their income tax return. Government has been constantly working towards expanding the tax base to reduce the burden of taxes on a limited population of the country which is paying income tax presently. Up till now, the income tax department was tracking your high value investment, but it is now proposed by the income tax department that they will be tracking your expenses also, and that too as small as rupees 20,000 on hotel bills. Today I am going to discuss with you your various expenses which income tax department is proposing to track in order to assess your income. Now the payment of income tax shall not be by choice, but it shall be under compulsion, because your various expenses in a year and high value investment and deposit in banks, shares or mutual fund shall be aggregated by the income tax department to match it with your income declared in your income tax return. If you have declared your income which justifies your total expenses, investment in shares, mutual fund, property, deposit in banks, fixed deposits, etc., then probably no question may be asked by the income tax department from you. However, if your declared income during the year does not justify your total expenses, investment in shares, mutual fund, property and deposit in bank, fixed deposits, etc., or you have not filed your income tax return at all, then be ready to face questions from the income tax department and detailed scrutiny thereof by them. As per tweet by the Ministry of Finance, the proposed items to be included under the reporting statement of income tax are: number 1, payment to hotels by you above rupees 20,000. Number 2, payment of property tax above rupees 20,000. Number 3, payment of health insurance premium above rupees 20,000. Number 4, payment of rent above rupees 40,000. Number 5, payment of life insurance premium above rupees 50,000. Number 6, electricity consumption above rupees 1 lakh in a year. Number 7, payment of educational fee or donation above rupees 1 lakh in a year. Number 8, purchase of jewelry, white goods, paintings, marbles above rupees 1 lakh. Number 9, deposit or credits in your current account above rupees 50 lakh in a year. Number 10, deposit or credits in your non-current account such as savings account above rupees 25 lakh in a year. Number 11, expenses on domestic business class air travel or foreign travel. And number 12, your share transactions, demat accounts and bank lockers. This new additional data now proposed to be collected by the income tax department would also be made available to you as taxpayer in your Form 26AS. This would create greater onus on you as taxpayer to comply in a voluntary manner. Apart from this, now the differential TDS rates are proposed for persons who are filing their returns versus the persons who are not filing it, meaning thereby that higher TDS may be deducted at source if you are not filing your income tax return. The return filing has been proposed to be made compulsory for all those who are having bank transactions above rupees 30 lakh in a year. Now all professionals and businesses having turnover of more than rupees 50 lakh and payment of rent above rupees 40,000 would be mandatorily required to file the income tax return. Furnishing of PAN or Aadhaar would likely to be made mandatory while carrying out above transactions. Currently, PAN is compulsory for transactions like purchase of jewelry above rupees 2 lakh. At present, these have just been proposals made by the Ministry of Finance and there has been no notification issued yet. If used properly, this information by the Income Tax Department, then these measures are sure to widen and deepen the tax base, ensure better compliance and higher revenue collection to the government treasury. It is the intention of the government that large number of persons should file their income tax return who are liable to pay the income tax and liable to file the same but are not filing presently due to various reasons and pay the income tax, so that the burden of income tax may further be reduced on the persons who are presently under the income tax net. At the same time, it should be ensured that it does not put unnecessary compliance burden on persons to file return or explain their expenditure when their income is below taxable limit. For instance, a person may make payment of hotel bill or travel bills from their accumulated savings. According to me, ideally government may chase big ticket transactions incurred by high income earning persons, that is HNI, or high net worth individuals, rather than chasing transactions with smaller values which result in unnecessary compliance burden on middle class or lower middle class persons and does not generate substantial revenue for the government. One cannot ignore the fact that these bold moves of the government are taking our nation to greater heights, but at the same time it should not hurt feelings, emotions and financial liberty of the citizens of India. Keep watching this channel for more interesting videos shortly. Stay safe and healthy. Bye-bye.